Hello, everyone. I'm Lana Zach, and I want to take you now to Freeport, New York, where officials are giving an update on storm preparations ahead of Hurricane Henri.
In the village. As you know, Freeport has its own electric department, water department, police department, fire department, and officer OEM. Right now, they're currently refueling all the vehicles and testing all of communication equipment. Our electric department, which maintains all the overhead wiring, substations, transformers, underground wiring, they're maintaining all of this equipment to make sure it's safe. They also went out today to trim all trees down so winds don't take the trees and branches down and knock our lines out. Fortunately, the village of Freeport invested in a outage management system, which is a major $500,000 investment that allows the electric department to realize where there is an actual outage, the specific location of it, within about 30 seconds. So as a line falls or gets hit by a tree, we know about it probably before the residents know about it. It saves the time of the electric department going out with spotlights at night trying to trace wires that may have fallen down. Instantly, it shows within about 50 feet where the damage occurred. Right now, they're out inspecting all of the bucket trucks and linemen, make sure everything is safe for tonight and tomorrow in case of the heavy winds. Our DPW is out right now checking the storm sewer outlets, making sure the check valves and backflow preventers are all working properly. They are setting up high water vehicles in the event there is flooding, that they're able to get down and bring these vehicles into the flood prone areas. We have extra staff scheduled for Sunday. In the event of an emergency, they'll be out there to help clean up or resolve any issues from DPW. And we're also preparing an underwater cleaning for the carriages of the vehicles after this event, so that the fire department, the police department, and residents can go down to hose 3, and there'll be a hose across the street allowing people to go through and clean the undercarriage of their cars and remove the salt so they don't damage any of these vehicles in the future. Our buildings department are out now checking for hazardous conditions such as signs and construction areas, houses that are raised, construction underway, make sure there's been no problems during a hurricane. And we're also looking to make sure that the streets are clear so we can get emergency vehicles down in the event of an emergency. Our fire department is staffing all of the fire departments, all of the buildings we have. They're inspecting all of the equipment, and they're preparing the ESU, Emergency Services Unit, and medical divisions for Sunday. Police officers have many extra police officers scheduled for Sunday. In the event of an emergency, any emergency, everybody should know they call the Village of Freeport Police Department at 516-377-2411. That's for electric, for water, for plumbing, any type of emergency. Contact the police department, and they will focus on sending the right people out. Our Office of Emergency Management staff will be here to assist and regularly update the weather and water conditions via robocalls, Facebook, webpage, and on TV. So please keep track of all of those different areas of publicity, and we'll keep everybody updated. I have with me today our Office of Emergency Management Director, Don Rowan, and I'm open for any questions if you have any. We're hoping that, again, we're cautiously optimistic we will not have flooding, but we are concerned with rainwater in the amount that could be delivered in a short period of time.
Mayor, can you talk a little bit about the pump system that you installed?
The Village of Freeport has installed several $1 million worth of backflow preventers and pumping stations. So we're able to prevent gathering of water in the streets, especially during a high tide event. Where the high tide comes in, the check valves prevent the water from coming in, but it also prevents rainwater from going out at that time. So we've invested millions of dollars in pumping stations, new catch basins, new pumps that pump the water around the check valves and back into the bay when you have high water and a high tide. I would suggest get water, have food in the house. We don't know if we do lose some power. Remember, the Village of Freeport does not use its own power. We have a power plant that provides power to the Northeast United States. We buy the power back from the grid. So if the grid has a problem, we could have a brief interruption of electric before we're able to reverse the electric to feed the village. So make sure your vehicles have gas, make sure you have some food, make sure you have water in-house, and if you have batteries or phones, make sure they're charged, and make sure we have fully charged batteries. In the event of emergency, you'll be able to reach out to other people. Move vehicles to higher ground. If indeed you're on the water, the Village of Freeport will suspend all parking in the municipal parking lots and regulations, so you can move your vehicles to a high area in any of the municipal parking lots. All regulations have been suspended.
Thank you.
Okay. Office of Emergency Management, you have any comments?
Yeah, I just want to say there's a lot going on social media about this event, and obviously Suffolk County could be hit pretty hard. What's happening out in Suffolk County is not what we're going to be seeing here in Freeport. People were getting hit with emergency notifications on their phones last night that life-endangering storm surge is affecting our area and stuff like that. We're not really anticipating that here in Freeport. So we don't want people to panic. Just be prepared. If you have some loose furniture in your backyard, patio furniture, secure that. Just be prepared. Don't panic. We shouldn't be that bad.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.